Nobody can do it like me. Nobody. Nobody can do it like me. Honestly.
Nobody's stronger than me.
Nobody has better toys than I do.
There's nobody bigger or better at the military than I am.
Nobody loves the Bible more than I do.
Nobody builds walls better than me.
Nobody's better to people with disabilities than me. Nobody's fighting for the veterans like I'm fighting for the veterans.
There's nobody that's done so much for equality as I have.
There's nobody more pro-Israel than I am. There's nobody more conservative than me.
There is nobody that respects women more than I do.
Nobody would be tougher on ISIS than Donald Trump.
Because nobody's ever had crowds like Trump has had.
There's nobody that understands the horror of nuclear better than me.
And nobody even understands it but me. It's called devaluation. The sale of the uranium that nobody knows what it means. I know what it means.
Nobody knows more about trade than me.
Nobody knows the game better than I do.
Nobody in the history of this country has ever known so much about infrastructure as Donald Trump.
I know the H-1B. I know the H-2B. Nobody knows it better than me.
Nobody knows politicians better than I do.
Nobody knows more about taxes than I do.
Nobody knows more about debt than I do.
Nobody knows the system better than me.
I have many friends, many friends.
All of my friends, so many. Steve, I see over here.
Marco Rubio is a very good friend of mine. Tom Brady's a friend of mine. My friend Elton John.
George Steinbrenner was a good friend of mine.
Howard Stern was a friend of mine.
We've been friends for a long time.
A friend of mine is a great manufacturer. A friend of mine is a great excavator. I have a friend who builds plants. I have friends that are reporters.
A friend of mine who's in law enforcement.
My best friends have become fire marshals.
The generals have become very good friends of mine.
My biker friends. A friend who's a doctor. A friend who's a farmer. I know the insurance companies. They're friends of mine.
I have many friends that are liberal, and I think they're wonderful people. I have friends that are wonderful business people.
I have friends that are very wealthy people. Friends of mine go bankrupt.
I have many friends who are women.
And I have some very smart friends don't agree with me. I had a friend who's a very smart guy and a very streetwise guy.
A friend of mine, he's a world champion.
A friend of mine who happens to be a great athlete. He happens to be African American.
You know, I have a friend, big guy, one of the biggest in the world. I have a friend. He's a very substantial guy.
Tough cookies. I better not mention their names, and two of them are friends of mine. Friends also that have become addicted to drugs.
My friend, he was my friend. He passed away. He was my friend. I have a friend. Every year he goes to Paris.
I have friends that won't go to France.
Friends that live in California. So many friends in New Hampshire.
A lot of good friends out in Iowa.
Friends that live in Texas.
Friends in Wisconsin.
I have friends that love to go to their church. I have friends that frankly aren't Christian.
I have many Jewish friends.
I have many friends that are Muslim. Many Chinese friends. Friends in Saudi Arabia.
Friends in Mexico.
Friends in Japan.
So many friends in Turkey.
Many friends in South Korea. I have so many friends from this area. Friends that live all over the place. I have no friends as far as I'm concerned. I have no friends as far as I'm concerned. I have no friends.
All right, let's get back to the fun. I think when you come to sarin gas, he was not using the gas on his own people the same way that Assad is doing. I mean, there was clearly, I understand. But the president, from day one, from minute one, was felt so he had the information necessary. I just think, if the president puts Russia down, this is a hard time. I think the tweet speaks for itself. There's a statement that she's done, and that's not good. That's what I'd be glad to get back to. I'm saying again, it's demanding that everybody has those many
Can we trust that it's real? Yes. Or should we assume that it's fake?
Well, you suggested it's real.
How can we believe that it's real when you just told us that it was fake?
I did not tell you that, Peter, and you're trying. There's no change in our sanctions strategy with Russia. He brought him to the Holocaust Center. I understand that, but I'm saying in the way that Assad used them, where he went into towns, dropped them down to innocent into the middle of towns, it was brought to it. So the use of it, and I appreciate the clarification there. That was not the intent. Get back to the fun.
Let's run through the numbers.
A negative number.
The lowest number ever.
A catastrophically low number.
A very small number.
A small number.
Actually, the number is getting up.
That number is rising. A large number.
It's a big number. Big number.
A very big number.
Bigger number than that.
Big league number.
A huge number.
A very significant number. A very high number. Some
fairly vast number.
A staggering number. A record number. The number is through the roof.
The numbers are astronomical.
Ever-growing numbers. Numbers that you've never seen before. Numbers that nobody has ever seen. Numbers that you wouldn't even think are believable. Unbelievable numbers. A massive number. The biggest number ever. It's a ridiculous number. And when you add it all together, a lot of good things are going to happen. Billions and 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 billions. Billions, 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 billions. Bing, bing. I love it. I love it.
I'm sitting there tweeting, bing, bing, bing.
You press a button, bing, bing.
They all hand you checks. Bing, 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 bing.
We had our beautiful Marine standing there, bing, 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 bing. You know, in the old days, bing, bong. You know, with the map, bing, bing, bing. Little mouth on him, bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. They're cleaning up. Fix it up, bing, bing, bing. A 14-point plan, bing, bing, bing. Anthony Weiner, you know, the little bing, bing, bing. Everyone's attacked me has gone bing. Everyone else, bing. Where have they gone? Bing. Wow, what a tackle. Bing. Playing cards. Bing, bing, bing. Those tunnels. Bing, boom. Right under the toilet. Bing, boom. Right up. Bing. Like a rocket ship, except in the wrong direction. I'd fly over, drop them right on top. You know, just bing.
They want me to use the pump because the other one, which I really like better than going bing, bing, bing.
It's like puppets. Bing, bing.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing.
The bing, bing, bang, bang, boom. I was imitating puppets, and I said, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. Bye, bing.
Bing, that's the end of that. You know, it's the only thing he can say.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor?
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies.